In today's video, we're going to talk about the new silhouette options inside Lumion 11.3. My name is Katarina, I'm a garden designer and I'm Welcome to another video from Garden Design Tools. In today's video, we're going to talk about the new silhouette options for 3D people inside Lumion PRO 11.3. So let's check it out. So of course, you will go to people and animals. Double click, and this is for animated people. I really like to use, because sometimes I think clothing and a lot of accessories and colors and all this can be a bit you can unfocus from what you're trying to really give your client the design ideas. I like to use people. Normally I use static people and I use transparency, so just a silhouette with transparency. But now Lumion has a different option. So let's test it out in here. I like to add people to my project, to my garden design project, to give it a sense of scale and space to the client. But let's check it out what options you've got now. So with any animated person you've got inside Lumion library, you now have an option to colorize. Okay, you can colorize the person, and as you can see here, you have all the clothes, everything, and the details is still there. Okay, so you have this shaded option, you have a polygon option. That's pretty cool, and you have a flat option. I don't mind the flat option actually, but the shaded one, it looks pretty cool. I'll definitely use a more neutral kind of color, but really depends what the project, and if it's a big urban space, if you want to, you know, have people from one color coming in or going out, and have different types of groups, you know, and color them by groups and have them doing things different, can be pretty cool. Imagine that a big park or urban garden or something like this, that you have different areas and different colored people in this area. So you can have blue, you can have red or orangey, you know, it's pretty cool. So I really think this is a pretty cool option, because I never like to have too much realistic people in my projects. I want to have the person, but you know, in a very natural way, to don't get unfocused from the design ideas that I want to present. Okay, I would love to have some transparency in here as well. Maybe in the future we can have that, because I really like to play with static silhouettes. I like to play with transparency as well, but you know, I think this is pretty cool. So you can do this with any kind of any 3D person with animation, and they don't lose any movement. Okay, so the only thing is they lose the detail of the clothing, but they don't lose any movement at all. And you can choose whatever color you want. Okay, go more orangey or yellow, and that's pretty cool. So as you can see, you know, you can do whatever you feel like in terms of coloring people. So let's check it out, more bluish. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't think this one works so much. Let's go a bit. So you can see, and all the animation movements, every detail is there. So let me know what you think about it. Is this important for you or not? Am I gonna use this? Probably not. Let me just show you what I prefer to do for my. Of course, movement is important, and I like, if it's especially if it's a big public project, you're definitely going to use movement on your people, or a commercial site. But for me, what I normally actually do, I do the static, I do the 3D person, but I don't use any movement at all. I just put someone that's a static person, for example, that's like this. What I normally do in my projects, I usually just use static people children, or you know, whatever you're trying to show. It depends what area you're trying to show. Let me just show you what I do normally in my projects. I actually don't use any of the options. Normal for residential gardens, I only use the silhouettes. I use the 3D ones because I still like to have the 3D, not just the 2D silhouettes, but I use things like this, and I use with transparency, okay, because it still gives me the scale, and I just feel like it's less intrusive when you're doing your rendering shots, but gives you the sense of scale of the space you're trying to show to your clients. So this is what I normally do, and this is, to be honest, is not going to change, but I think it's a pretty cool option to just have animated people in all different colors. I think is a pretty cool detail. Let me know what you think. See you in the next one.